There is no idea doing more work, more heavy lifting in Christian apologetics than the idea of free will. There might as well be ads running for all the various tribal war god of Abraham religions. Catholicism, brought to you by free will. Judaism, now with 25% more free will. Protestants, do it freely and willfully. The two challenges Christians face where free will is invoked the most are the problem of evil and the problem of God's hiddenness. Let's focus on the latter in this video. God's hiddenness is a problem because the presumption is that God wants everyone to be saved. Yet belief in Him and/or Jesus is the thing required for salvation. And some of us simply aren't built to believe a proposition on what we consider insufficient evidence. Being all-knowing, God understands exactly what each of us needs to believe in Him and/or His Son/alter ego. God's failure to provide whatever evidence is needed on a per-person basis suggests that God either doesn't care whether we're saved, or more to the point, that He simply isn't there to provide what would and could be easily provided otherwise. This is where Christian apologists will bring out their heavy hitter, free will, attempting to explain why God won't give folks like me that needed evidence. Here's Frank Turek to explain.
Love, by definition, must be freely given.
As it happens, I've discovered this rare and unique ability I have to love others freely, even when I know they exist. When I'm absolutely certain they are actual sentient beings who share some portion of my reality. My dogs, my kids, my friends, and other family members. I see them all regularly. We hang out. They'll even reach out to me if I haven't made contact with them in a while, inserting themselves into my life. And yet, I can still freely choose to love them, to the extent that any of us can freely choose anything.
So if He truly did love you, what would He do? He would leave you alone.
Is that what Frank does to the people in his life whom he loves? Okay, well, I can see that in his case. I can see how that would be the loving thing to do. Frank is, well, a little obnoxious and full of himself. So, yeah, I can see that. But I would bet that the people he loves who love him in return would want him around, however incomprehensible that might seem to us. And of course, if someone asked to be left alone and genuinely wanted to be left alone, then leaving them alone would be the loving thing to do. However, if I'm asking you not to leave me alone, if I'm begging you to make yourself present in my life in some meaningful, demonstrable way, then leaving me alone would not be the loving thing to do, right?
That's exactly what God does. He keeps sending us cards, letters, and flowers while we're here. And if we keep rejecting Him, He gives us up to our own desires.
Wait. Is God leaving us alone, or is He constantly sending us cards, letters, and flowers? Because I haven't gotten a single card, letter, or flower from God. I can't even get a single winky-faced emoji from the guy. And how is God sending these cards, letters, and flowers? I guess metaphorically, right? Via His messengers? Which ones? Jesus, Muhammad, Joseph Smith? Is Brahma trying to communicate with me, but I don't have the proper international calling plan? To be fair, this is the context in which Frank made these comments.
Ladies, is there anybody in here who's ever had a man pursue you and you did not want that man to pursue you? You did not want to date him. Anyone in here? Of course. In fact, some of you are going, yeah, he's sitting right next to me right now. He won't leave me alone. I said, okay, ladies, suppose this man continues to pursue you and continues to pursue you. And you say, look, I only like you as a friend. Ladies, why don't you just take the knife, stick it in, and turn it? Because every man in here has heard this. I like you, but only as a friend. Well, suppose he continues to pursue you, and he gets to the point where he says, look, I love you so much, I'm going to force you to love me. Can he do that? No, he can't do that.
That's true. Frank's right. The Christian God won't force you to love Him. He'll do something far worse. He'll torture you forever and ever if you don't freely choose to love him, even when he hasn't made his presence known in your life. Imagine waking up somewhere in horrific pain, strapped down while someone pushes a lit cigarette into your flesh. You scream out in pain and demand to know why this person is hurting you. Because you didn't love me, he says. I don't even know you. That's Christianity. Once again, I'm me. Thanks for watching.